And now I have a blueprint, so I can go ahead and use that blueprint right on down here. Boom, just like that. And then another one right up. Oh no. Welcome back, my fellow duplicants, to Oxygen Not Included. So today I've got some more Mirror Madness for you, and I'm under pressure in order to make another video. So today is actually going to be all about compressing gases down here. So I'm going to make a door compressor over here, but since I do have some special equipment, we're actually going to do it completely differently over here on the modded side. This is the first time that I think I'm actually going to be able to do two identical systems in a different way on both sides of the map. How about that? It is actually going to be the title of the video for once, modded versus non-modded. So let's get to it. First and foremost, what I need over here on the right, as you would expect, is going to be some mechanical doors. Now I'm just going to build these over here to the right a little bit, just to give myself a little bit of space. And the whole idea is to have 3 doors over here. So 1, 2, 3, just like that. And obviously, since I'm trying to force gas through this, I cannot have any sort of air tiles right next to it. That has to be all solid. And then over here on the right, I'm going to just put a gas pump right there. And because it's probably a good idea, how about a little Atmos sensor inside of there? What do you think of that, Pokeshell? Very nice. So then this will ultimately just be closed off, and I'm going to compress my extra carbon dioxide right over here. Now, to feed this, I'm going to need to give it a gas vent or something. We need to build up pressure in this area over here, and then as we open up the door, that pressure is then going to flow through and get squeezed over here to the right. Now, I will upgrade this to a high pressure gas vent later. So the trick is when I go to set up the automation here, I need to be able to actually turn off these doors in such a way that the doors stay closed. Now, I was looking through my Discord here for compressors and whatnot, and came across a couple of interesting designs, but I don't really know what's going on here. However, there are some new automation tools that I think are going to work absolutely perfect for this design, making the doors fairly straightforward and easy to understand. Now, in my previous designs, here's what I've done. I use a buffer and then a filter gate just like this. And then what I do right here is I'll just do the same sort of thing but opposite. So we're going to do a buffer and then a filter gate like that. One more gate is added after that, which is a NOT gate. And all of this comes back to an AND gate. And you know what? I think I'll just put that. So I think I'll put that AND gate right there. So simply put, the signal is going to flow out over here, go through a buffer, then go through a filter, and then into the next buffer, and into the filter, and into the NOT gate, and then that returns back over here to this line. So I'll just do this number a bit like that. And then wonder how in the world am I going to get back to this spot? Well, okay, what I would normally do is actually just run it right over here like that. However, it looks like that's going to interfere with what I have going on here. So maybe this is the time I actually use a ribbon cable. But just to complete this thought here, what I want to do here is use an AND gate here. So this is actually going to be a combination of things. The entire thing is set up to run off a timer sensor. That's the new thing about this whole setup here, which actually just runs the timing sequence to open and close these doors. And then the second little chunk of automation right here is just a signal switch in order to turn the whole thing off if I need to kind of get in here and do some work with it. Now this arrangement here isn't going to work quite like this because there's actually going to be probably a door right here. Although I guess it could just be a tile. What happened here, Hatch? Dude! There must have been a hatch right there. Ada, what'd you do? Well, I guess we're going to need to dig in here and free this and get rid of all the water down here. Now, Meep, over here on the left side, I need you to dig in here and kind of clear out that same space where I'm already working over there on the other side. So go ahead and dig in here. Go past the oxyfern, stuff like that. All right, there you go, Meep. You're making good progress. Nice. All right, so we're working on these doors over there. That's doing pretty good. Now we're gonna dig this out, kind of free up some of that salt water. There you go, mate. Yeah, let that water flow. What do you think about that, Volcano? Jeez, he's already over here building the gas pipe. Wasn't even a cycle, man. All right, mate. All right, how are we doing down here, dupes? Oh, you're nearly done. Ooh, but you can't reach that spot, so hang on. Nice high priority on this one. Just a little bit more dupes. There we go. There we go. So now you can see the automation signal is working. And the neat thing about this is you actually don't even have to change any of the timing. It all just works perfectly. So you can see the first door is opening up here. The second door opens up. Then the air moves through there and compresses and holds it in place over here on the right. So now all I got to do is close this thing off. How about that? That's pretty fancy. Although what I should do first is sweep that up. And now I have a blueprint, so I can go ahead and use that blueprint right on down here. Boom, just like that. And then another one right up. Oh no. All right, so there is one issue here, and that is how do I get this automation wire from over here back over to that spot? Now, because unfortunately, on the modded side, I could use a long automation wire bridge, but unfortunately, I don't have that luxury. Maybe this is a good time to use a ribbon? Let's go ahead and do it, just for the sake of doing it. So what I'm going to do now that we know that this works, I'm just going to deconstruct this automation right there. And then I'm going to bring in a ribbon writer, and this is going to allow me to write this signal back down to the door here. Technically, another thing I could do here that would also help with this automation is take this and run it right down here like that. What I could take, which means I could grab a signal out of here if I wanted to, and move that vent down. Shovel, how in the world did you find your way all the way over here? So now I take the automation ribbon, which I can take the signal in from the door over here if I wanted to, just like that. And I guess technically I could just run one automation signal and then just run all the doors synchronized, but then my screen wouldn't be completely full of automation. So that's not fun. Let's go ahead and do this number. We can bring this up. Aha! Which means I can drop it down over there. Oh, which means I probably want to move that block right there. So if I take the AND gate, where are you? There you are. And put it right there, then I have a nice little gap that I can run the automation across. Oh, hold up. Here we go. Here we go. We take this and we flip it with the sensor, time sensor. So the timing sensor can actually run all of our doors. So this way everything can end up synchronized based on the timer, as I'm sure many electrical people will enjoy. All right, and then what I'm going to do here is use a reader. So this allows me to read whatever signal I have. So I have 4 signals on here, and I can bring out signal number 1 right there, and then 2 right there, 3 right there, and then once I get this one hooked up, that'll be number 4. This is looking beautiful. I love it. So complicated. Hold up. You flow right over here like that. Then I get rid of this, which means if I take that, right, and then I add another AND gate to this thing, I can connect it over there. But you know what? Hold up. Signal selector. I think what I can do is add multiple gates together to get kind of a double combo thing. Oh, buddy. All right. Think. So if that down here. Okay. So if we use an output to flip this, right? It goes from that to that. So if that's true, and then that's also true, then I get yes coming out. Ooh, yeah. Delete everything. I'm going to try to make it work. Even though I already had a perfectly working plan, this one is extra fancy and twice as complicated. And don't worry, dupes, there's no oxygen down here, so just keep holding your breath. You'll be fine. Super Meep, how are you doing? Dude, you're not done yet. What are you up to? Oh, you are just punching the crap out of the rock crusher. Oh, well, I guess that's a good thing to do. And how you doing? Yeah? See, all they were is they were just hungry there. You know what you need to do over here, Meep? Is you need to put a little storage bin in. Then you need to move some arbitrary seeds over here so this guy doesn't get all hungry on you. Check this out, by the way. This Pip has been groomed and will stay groomed for the next 881 cycles. Meep is really good at running the grooming station. Let me tell you what. That does bring up a good point, though. If you have a dupe with really high, I think it's husbandry skill, the grooming effect lasts longer. It kind of scales with their skill. So some of these hatches in here have been groomed and will stay groomed for several cycles, making it quite a bit more efficient. And you know what? Inside of here I saw something, a nice little Dreklet. I do need Dreklets so that I can get smooth hatches eventually. This up here is still not done, dupes. Bacon Lord, what are you up to? All right, so back to the super complicated automation plan down here. I am going to use the signal selector. Dun 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 dun. Ooh. All right, so if I build the signal selector here, I can then send out the signal I want, which is going to control the doors. Now, the one signal I want to be brought in over here, which will basically pivot this thing from this direction here to the other direction, is going to be that. So when that is true, it's going to be pointing this direction rather than that direction. Now, if I want to be able to manually shut this off, then I want to use that one right there. I think I still need another AND gate, so if that is above a certain pressure... Alright, there we go. I think I got it. Timer goes to here, which will then keep going all the way down and syncing up all of these. And then I put the reader right there. So then I could take that, boom, bring it in. So, yes, the door closes, sending that back to do its thing. Which means, do I even need the filter gates for the doors? I mean, there's so many ways to make this more complicated. Yeah, okay, here we go. Dupes, you didn't sweep any of this stuff up. Hey, there you go, Super Meep. Now you're working on it. Oh gosh, careful, dude. I mean, you are building yourself to freedom, but I think you're going the wrong way. There you go, much better. All right, how are we doing that? Dupes, come on now. Oh no, Meep, what happened to the carbon dioxide down here? This is all unrefrigerated. That's not good. Why? Oh, this was very high pressure, I see. Okay, Meep. Oh, you know what? Here we go, this is a whole nother thing. Icebox. Priority level 9. Where shall we build this? We just happened to put all that in the way, didn't we? Here, move your park sign, please. And get rid of the random bit of scaffolding, if you would, please. Actually, cancel that. And cancel that. And for whatever reason, we have a water cooler right here. Yeah, we don't need that. Especially since it's ruining our room. We're not getting our nice little nature preserve here. Meep. Priority level 9, very important. Our food is decaying. Oh, this might not count because it's modded. Well, let's give it a try here, Meep. See, we now got the park back. Ha! I mean, there's usually vending machines at parks, right? And there we go. So now we've got some food inside of there. And everything inside of here, change per cycle, 0. It's also extremely large, so we're good to go. All right, Pips, Dupes. How are we doing over here? I think we're pretty much there on this one. Let's go ahead and do that. We're gonna set this to be bit number 1, good. Which means this is reading bit number 1, which you can tell is not working right off the bat because we haven't been able to build that spot right there. Never fear, we'll dig our way down there. All right, so hey, things are running. That's what I wanted to see. Good Pip, Junior. Already planting up an arbor tree. These Pips don't miss a beat. Just ignore the raging volcano down here. It's a non-issue. All right, so here we go. Just keep adding these tiles. What we should see is the pressure over here is going to keep going up. And hopefully I remember to put all the wires in. Good. And the gas pipe. Yes. Another one right over here. Let's take a look at this pressure. We're up to 2,000. I mean, it's already working. We just have 2 doors. Boom. 276. 3,000. All right. It just happens to work because this is what I'm going to be storing over here, which is carbon dioxide. Otherwise, we'd need to run the pumps to kind of clear it out. Now, just to test to make sure that this is going to work as intended, if I click this, that turns that off. And all the doors stay closed. Ha 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 ha. And then the signal over here, see, it keeps flipping this piece right there. This is how this works. See? So then it's passing the no good, not good to go. Even though this is saying, hey, I am ready to open. So then I flip that, door starts going. Ha 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 ha. Now, let's test the other bit of this. I need to flow gas into it. So that'll be right here, but I'm not going to hook it up just yet. We're just gonna leave it right there. See if we can trap one of these nymphs in there, shine nymphs. All right, so now if I activate this, let's see what happens here. This is set to be above 1,000. So it's still active, good. But you can see the pressure is now going down to 700. So then that closes and it stays there. Ha. So if this is above, let's say 100 just for the sake of it. And then we use it. The doors open up, letting the gas flow through. We're now down to 400 over there, down to 200. It's not a very fast thing, but it is working and it is automated. And now we're below 100, just like that. Haha! So now all I gotta do is take this, pipe that in just like so, and we can start to compress carbon dioxide, which is going to be real good for our base. So that's how that works. Then we're just going to multiply it a bunch of times down here. Set this to bit 2, set that, and then set this one to 3, and that one to 3 once I build it. All right, Super Meep, it's up to you to catch up, man. Oh, you know what I didn't do here is I did give this automation signal here. I didn't really need this automation signal here. What I really needed to detect was the tanks here, because I want to leave a little bit inside the tank and not just pull it all over here. Yeah. But you know what? I could probably do something like that. Off of the tank over here to an AND gate over there. Okay, so if I do this number, which goes over there, which goes over there, and then I use the bridge to go like that. And then I send this one down here like so, and then snip that. I know, this is crazy. Yes, this over there to that, to that, to that, jumps over there like that. So that would mean all of that is true. Okay, yep, got it. All right, Meep, you need to start kicking butt over here. So for the modded side, there's actually a couple of things I can do here. One of the things I can do is just throw it inside of a canister and then just store it in bottle format and then use like a bottle emptier or whatnot. That's kind of cool. Because I think what I can do is I can actually set this up with an auto drop setting, thanks to the mod, maybe? I don't know, you tell me, Meep. Yes, enable auto drop, yeah, I could do that. But I'm not going to. Because what I would rather use over here is a fancy piece of equipment called a high pressure fan block. Actually, I want to use the compressor fan block. But I don't have plastic. Meep! Okay. Back to the canister filler strategy because, well, we gotta get working on that plastic, don't we, Meep? Alright, another thing you need to do here, Meep, is we gotta build up some fancy batteries. That's right, we're gonna build waterproof batteries with waterproof transformers. You might be wondering what's the difference? They're waterproof. And they can go up to a higher temperature because plus 200 degrees Celsius. Because they're made of diamond. Oh, you know what else I was gonna do actually inside of here, since I keep delivering all of these little shine bugs, I was going to put in solar panels just for the sake of it. So you know what? Let's just store our power down here where it makes a lot of sense to do so. Because we can. Bam! So we'll just do this. Water battery right there. And you know what? We can even do power transferring out of here because that's waterproof as well. This is so handy. Man, you know what else we could do down here, Meep? We can use heavy watt wires. You don't even have to worry about the decor. Alright, Super Meep, how are we doing over here? You know we're doing alright. Oh man, these poke shells, they don't even dare mess with this guy. Alright, Meep, so what kind of tank do you want? You want the one with the high flow vertical? That's 5 pipes right there, real fancy. Or we can go with the ones that is 3 in, 3 out, which would be a lot like what we have on the other side. So I think we'll do that. Meep, are these floors built too close to each other? Meep, Meep, done it again, Meep. Alright, so how are we doing over here? Ooh, look at that. We're up to 86 kilograms. Boom! That's working pretty good. And if we take a bigger look at what's going on here, ooh, we've got a lot of oxygen. Carbon dioxide still kind of, there's a fair amount of it down there, but we are compressing it. As you can see, there's a lot of it right there. So that's working out pretty good. Meep over here, on the other hand, oh, he's having some issues, but at least he's building a power grid because he really likes to stay focused on one task all the time. I mean, Meep, I know we have unlimited pip power, but it's not really the point of this video. Gas. We need to work on the gas, Meep. Oh boy, more Paku. Open the door. Let them through. Panda's got it. Hey. Oh, the Draco is the first one out. What, Puff? You don't want to leave? Come on. Come on. Oh. Oh no. Soulgate, you crushed the poor Puffed in the door. There you go. Now you're free. Okay. Well. Oh, that became unreachable. No wonder Meep can't get over here. Dude, you dug up too much. Too aggressive. Alright, so this is going to be cool. What I've got going on over here is a canister filler. And I'm going to place this right there. Now, unfortunately, the canister filler doesn't have an automation signal, so I can't do anything with that. However, I can use a gas shutoff right here. And I can hook that up via automation to this guy. So if we go above a certain amount, if we're above, yes, 290 kilograms, then we send a green signal, which turns this gas shutoff on, allowing the gas to flow through here to the gas filler, and then I click enable auto drop, and then it just bottles it up and stores it right there. And if I want to be even more fancy about it, we could put it behind some airlocks. And then we just run some power all the way over there. Use a little bit of a wire bridge. Bada bing, bada boom. And then I could put a pump right here just to kind of filter out some gas. What are you thinking here, Meep? How about right there? How about anything that is not oxygen? Ooh, yeah. You know what, Meep? Just noticed something. No wallpaper. We gotta fix that. Much better. Ooh, how are we doing over here? I think we're doing all right. Just kind of gotta sweep it up a little bit, that's all. Finish blocking this stuff off. And then what I'll actually do is I'll just put in a vent over here on the right. Just to kind of clear that stuff out. Hopefully the pressure isn't too high. But you can see in this spot, look at this. Wow, 170 kilograms already. And look at how much carbon dioxide we still have in the base. Just wait until we add jetpacks. Meanwhile, Super Meep's over here running as fast as he can. There we go. Look at all that fun stuff flowing through there. Now, what do I have this thing even set up to run for? Carbon dioxide? I think hydrogen's on the menu. Let's go ahead and do that. Except for I'm going to set this to be 1 kilogram. There we go. So if it's above that, then it flows over here to the canister filler. So that is at 9. Let's run a few more through there. There we go. And that's a little bit more. And then a little bit more. And bleh. Just like that. We have a bottle of hydrogen ready to go. Ha! So that's the basic concept of how this is going to work out over here. And one of the other things I can do, rather than just run a big old gas pump like this, what I can use is a gas wall pump. So like that. So I can actually just build it into a wall. And then just take the gas element sensor like this right on top of it. And then next to that, I can use the NOT. So anything that is not oxygen, whenever it detects it, it's going to try to pick it up and throw it into the pipe, just like that. Now, it still will pick up oxygen, you know, every now and then. So it's not like that's a automatic filter or anything. Although there are modded pumps that allow you to only pick up one type of gas. But it's kind of a cool way to set this around and make sure that things stay clean in your base, especially if you got some areas that are a little bit more vulnerable. Or you just need to suck out like heavy gas down here, and you can get rid of it that way. Which actually just works with normal pumps too, so. Neat. All right, so now just to kind of plug this stuff in real quick and pull this stuff to a vacuum so that I can start feeding it other types of gas. Look at that, these have already pulled a vacuum down there. Sweet. So if this is above 0, then that can run. If this is above 0, then that can run. This way I could pull this entire thing to a vacuum if I want to. Well, I got a couple issues down here. A little bit of water there. And these are still airflow tiles. Those need to be swapped out. I need you. Oh, there you go. Couple more pieces. All right, so now the only thing is that tank is disabling this, so maybe I can... Well, that's interesting. Technically that's working. Don't look too close. It's kind of... All right, well, there we have it. I'm just clearing out this little area down here, but we have a nice gas compressor over here on the right. But man, look at all of that crazy automation. It's a simple idea until you kind of patterned it out, and, well, I don't know. Then we used the signal selector, which was kind of cool. This over here on the left, quite a bit more simple. But then again, the modded equipment really does allow us to do some more fancy things. At any rate, that's all I got time for today. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed this little episode here of Oxygen Not Included. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. Stay awesome. Peace. Brothgar out. Welcome to the Dupe Debrief. How about all of that automation? You've never seen doors so complicated, have you? Okay, you probably have. How about we just throw simple out the window? Yes, pretty much that's just probably going to be from now until forever for the rest of this series. I did put ultimate automation on the thumbnail, so we're starting to live up to it. Each like is one bit of wallpaper that Brothgar can use on the non-modded side. Oh, you know, it would be kind of nice to put some over there, although that would mess with the decor, technically not vanilla. And people who are very hardcore about vanilla have very strong opinions. Don't want to be called a cheater, you know? Okay, so one of the things about that copper volcano that you're seeing there, Marie, is that my vision for the map is to actually not have geysers and stuff above like the base level, to actually just have that all be sky at the end. So there's a chance I might actually just go and remove everything above the printing pod, like all the geysers and volcanoes. There's a chance of that. A chance. I don't know if I'm going to do it exactly, but if I want to get to the vision that I have for the map, then that would actually be it. I should have done it beforehand, but I forgot about it. Holy moly. Von Veal is talking about using a perimeter for the megawatt wire. So the idea is to basically have this big old power loop that you pull juice out of. And I think I see what you're talking about here. You have that power grid running around like this, all the way down here and doing that number. I don't know if I'll use a big wire to transfer all of my power around. I don't know. I kind of have a thought of having several battery banks and then actually using lower power wire to go between the two. Just to kind of fill things up and use them where they count. Igor, just so you know, the ethanol distiller does not have an overheat temperature. Ooh. Maybe we can force a patch note out of that one. Forwards here it says, can you use 2 conveyor loaders? Oh, for the egg thing, yes. Actually, if we just separate those out, then the egg endpoint could be something like in a drowning pool. Had some other people commenting about that one as well. And that would actually keep it separate, so I don't have to worry about filtering a bunch of eggs out. Good idea. I think I'll implement that one as well, once my dupes ever get around to finishing it. Got a new package in the mail today. Fancy, little new project that's going to be coming together. Still working on the CAD class thing, bringing that all together. Every day is a brand new challenge. Administrative stuff is where I'm at right now, just in the thick of it. So like support and getting all of that lined up so everything's just ready to go. Accounting and web development, licenses. It's all new, constant learning. I'm sure it'll be super easy the second time I get to do it, but and I got more videos to make for that as well. I will complete this. Have a great day. Stay awesome, guys. Bye.